So active learning is a way of education. So in Japan, you used to be just supposed to memorize what teacher said, but active learning way, students are supposed to create his or her own answers. It took nearly 20 years, but finally Japanese government decided to change all Japanese education from passive learning to active learning. A lot of companies also need active learning because a company has to make creative products, right? And then active learning way, we are actually training a lot of business people. If we train employees as active learners, they also can learn each other, they can create something new.
The thing that made this internship so unique to me is the fact that I learned a lot about culture. First of all, you're put into a group of international students from all around the world, from Europe, from North America, from Asia as well. By experiencing that in a group, you learn a lot about how to deal with cultural differences. There's a lot of cultural differences you see which you'll experience over a longer period of time, which internship provides you. Besides, you're dropped into Japan, which is one of the most unique working cultures in the world, and you learn to reflect on your own working culture and how to perceive that.
So next gen is abbreviation of next generation. We started with big companies or with startups, and try to send students, Korean students, to the creative environment. And then students just stayed nearly 2 weeks at the creative companies, and then make a presentation at the very end. And in front of CEOs, in front of a lot of important, innovative people, and even Forbes magazine came. And then make some. It's kind of students can leave some impact to the Japanese companies.
So for next year in Tokyo 2019, I was attached to NEC, which is a major multinational corporation from Japan, and I can safely say that I was able to receive the best of both worlds, because on one hand I got the pleasure of working in one of the biggest MNCs in Japan, and on the other hand, since I was attached to the business development department of NEC, I was able to get that startup-like feeling by being able to work in some of the small ventures that NEC was developing and investing in. I think I was such a short period of time given the opportunity to work in a corporation with such a big reputation can help formulate ideas which could bring about major social change.
So when I first heard about this experience, I really didn't know what to expect, but living with a host family has definitely been one of the most rewarding parts of this experience. I've got to really experience the everyday life of Japan and not just travel or see on a very surface level of what foreigners experience, but really be integrated within the family and become a part of their everyday life as well. So as an international business student, it's very important for me to see things from multiple points of view. And the things I've learned in Japan, the experiences I've had, are things that can't be learned in classrooms.
During my time at Active Learning, I got to experience undiscovered gems of Japan, through which I've tried and tasted the most unknown food of Japan made through collaboration between artisans. One example was the actual winner of the competitions. There was a little ball thing that, like the ball thing, the thing we won, that won. How was it called? No, orange? Was used to as a dressing for amazing food, and it was I think a completely new way of addressing the food condiments, and yeah, it's one of the most amazing things I've tried so far in Japan.
VOUT is an abbreviation of a virtual active learning trips. And then also not only about the cultural stuff, but also foreign students are try to explain or try to introduce something new content. Sometimes can be very serious topic, but sometimes physical, dancing or something, any kind of content. And then through that, Japanese student can open new mindset. That's why we want to introduce a lot of different perspectives. Through this VOUT activity, you may just leave something very good impact for the Japanese kids.
What struck me the most about Japanese kids is how much they differ from the ones in America or Europe. They're extremely polite, hardworking, and they have a lot of respect for us, the teachers. What I'm used to in Europe is the kids who run around, who are really messy and who don't listen to the teachers. But the ones in Japan are really active and they listen to every single word you say. That's why it made the classes so unique. What I personally learned from the classes is how kids can change my own life. I met so many unique and amazing students. They even translated for me and helped me organizing the whole class. Kids really changed my life, and I would love to repeat this experience one more time.
And I think that is one of the main reasons why I really enjoyed this internship and why it was
Really, really fun.
I know I have to think about the food.
And they added a lot of value to my life.
These experiences really helped shape my worldview, I think.
They were so kawaii.